Hello. I would just like to, talk about my story, why I learned all these languages. Um, it's very interesting. The thing that's interesting about it is when I started learning these languages, um, I was at a crossroads in my life, and I started leaning towards God, and I never had God in my life, and I started learning these languages. And I remember as a kid thinking in Catholic school, I don't understand how it's possible, um, how it's possible for all these languages to just be put into I thought it literally, like, how can these people put these languages into their mind, just taking it and putting it into their mind? Then as I grew older, I started to read about books, and I started to favor escapism. And what happened was, all these languages, I started to realize that everything that these languages represent were real. I used to believe that the Tower of Babylon was a story that happened in an instant, but then I realized that over periods of time, thousands and thousands of millions and millions of years, we are finally able to realize that from one tribe, the tribe of Israel, thousands and thousands of dialects came from one language. It's so interesting, the vastness of the world. Like, that's what I realized with these languages, is the vastness of the world is incredible. Because, like, if my mother came from Lazio in Italy, and she went to Bari in Italy, she couldn't understand the same language, even though it's Italian, even though it's, like, for example, a city apart. So basically, I don't know why I'm telling you this. After I started learning all these languages, I realized that all these languages were very similar, and they all almost came from one language. If you think about it, everybody in the world almost speaks the same language, but a dialect of the same language. That's what I realized when I started learning these languages. I never really believed in God before, but these languages helped me understand that I'm not alone and that God exists. That's my story of why I started learning these languages. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed my story. I just want to basically make an introductory video on why I started learning all these languages, just in case you were curious to the method to the madness.